Struggling to survive brutal summer heat without watching your electricity bill spiral out of control? Today we're breaking down the top 5 budget-friendly air conditioners under $300 that actually make hot, suffocating rooms feel livable again. Stay with me and check the links in the description if you want quick access to everything mentioned. Now let's move at number 5. We have the Garvee 8000 BTU. This is the kind of unit that feels like a relief option when your room turns into a heat trap and nothing else seems to work. It's designed for spaces up to around 350 square feet, focusing its cooling power in a direct, no-nonsense way that immediately targets the discomfort rather than over-engineering the experience. And what makes it practical is how it combines cooling, dehumidifier, and fan modes, so you're not just lowering temperature, but also reducing that sticky heavy air that builds up during humid nights. While the adjustable airflow lets you fine-tune comfort instead of relying on one fixed output, and for everyday use, it stays surprisingly convenient with a remote control LED interface. A simple window kit for installation, and wheels that actually make moving it between a bedroom, dorm, or small office feel effortless. But it's important to be honest that when it ramps up, the noise level is more noticeable compared to premium inverter-style units models. Yet that trade-off is exactly what defines it. It's not trying to be silent luxury, it's trying to be accessible. Portable cooling for people who just need relief fast without committing to expensive installations or complicated setups, making it a practical companion for renters, students, and small apartment living where flexibility matters more than perfection. Coming up next at number 4 is the Temprium 8000 BTU Portable. This one steps in right at that frustrating point where fans stop being enough and the air in your room just feels stagnant and exhausting. Because instead of slowly easing into comfort, it delivers a more immediate push of cool airflow that can noticeably shift room temperature within minutes in spaces up to 350 square feet. And what gives it an edge in this crowded budget category is how it integrates smart control features like app connectivity and voice assistant support alongside a standard remote, meaning you can adjust your environment without constantly getting up or breaking your rest. And during nighttime, use its sleep mode becomes the quiet backbone of the system. Maintaining a steadier sound profile around a comfortable range compared to many budget competitors, while installation stays simple with a standard window kit and energy consumption remains relatively balanced compared to heavier systems, though at higher fan speeds, the noise does become more noticeable as the unit works harder to push cooling performance. But that's the trade-off for its faster response and smart convenience, making it especially useful for renters and students who want modern control and reliable cooling without committing to permanent installation or higher electricity costs. And overall, it creates a noticeable shift from struggling through heat to actually managing it in real time. Let's keep the momentum going. At number 3, we have the EUHOMY 8000 BTU. This is where things start to feel more refined, because it doesn't just throw cold air into a room, it actively works to stabilize the environment so it feels consistently comfortable rather than constantly shifting, delivering strong airflow around 350 CFM and handling spaces up to 350 square feet while combining cooling, dehumidifier, fan, and sleep modes into a single compact system that adapts to different conditions throughout the day. And what stands out here is how it handles moisture in the air. Because instead of just lowering temperature, it removes that humid heaviness that often makes rooms feel suffocating. And that difference becomes very noticeable during extended use. While setup stays simple, with the included window kit and daily operation is made easy through remote control access, so you're not constantly interacting with the unit. Although, like many budget options, there is a slight increase in noise at higher fan speeds, but it still compares reasonably well against competitors like portable units in terms of real-world comfort. And this is also a good moment to mention that if you're considering any of these options, checking the links in the description can help you quickly compare current prices and availability without overthinking the decision. Because sometimes the best choice is simply the one that fits your space and budget right now rather than later. Breaking into the top two, Antarctic Star 8000 BTU, that takes the number 2 position. This one focuses heavily on balance, stepping in as a reliable answer for people who are tired of weak airflow or overly complicated cooling setups that don't actually perform when temperatures spike. Because it combines cooling, dehumidifier, fan, and sleep mode into a single compact system designed for everyday spaces like bedrooms, dorms, apartments, and home offices. And one of its most practical features is the 24-hour timer, which gives you more control over energy usage while still maintaining comfort throughout the night. While its sleep mode works quietly in the background to keep temperatures stable without constant fluctuations. That can disrupt rest, and with adjustable settings ranging from 61 degree Fahrenheit to 86 degree Fahrenheit and 2 fan speeds, it gives you enough flexibility to respond to sudden heat waves without overcomplicating the experience. And the digital controls paired with a remote make it easy to manage even when you're already settled in. While installation stays straightforward thanks to the included window kit, making it approachable even for first-time users, and although its build doesn't feel as premium as something, it makes up for that with practicality and affordability, delivering a dependable cooling experience for people who just want something that works consistently without turning setup or operation into a technical task. And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list, we have the EUHOMY 8000.0 BTU. This is where everything comes together into a single, dependable cooling experience that feels less like a temporary fix and more like genuine relief during extreme heat. Because while it shares the same 8000 BTU class and supports rooms up to around 350 square feet, what sets it apart is how consistently it performs when conditions get uncomfortable, maintaining strong cooling while also managing humidity so the room doesn't just feel colder, but actually easier to exist in. And its 4-in-1 system cooling, dehumidifying, fan, and sleep mode gives it flexibility that extends beyond just summer use. While installation remains simple with compatibility for sliding and double-hung windows, removing one of the biggest frustrations people face with portable units, and it also includes energy-saving control behavior that helps reduce unnecessary power usage once the target temperature is reached, while sleep mode keeps operation quieter and more stable compared to many competitors in this price range, creating a more consistent nighttime environment. And although there are minor drawbacks like a slightly bulkier exhaust setup and average remote responsiveness, they don't take away from the overall experience, especially when compared to alternatives models where this EUHOMY unit often feels more stable in long-term everyday use during peak summer heat. And that consistency is exactly why it earns the top spot, not because it's the most advanced on paper, but because it delivers the most dependable comfort when you actually need it. The EUHOMY 8000 BTU Portable Air Conditioner takes the crown because it brings together everything that matters in this category: fast cooling, stable temperature control, humidity reduction, and practical usability in real everyday conditions. And while other units in this list each have their strengths, like smart features, portability focus, or slightly quieter modes, this one stands out for how reliably it performs when the heat becomes overwhelming and you need consistent relief without constant adjustments or compromises. Cooling rooms up to 350 square feet while maintaining a balance between efficiency and comfort that makes it feel dependable rather than experimental. And when you step back and compare everything, that reliability becomes the deciding factor. Because in extreme summer heat, you don't just want features, you want something that works every single time you turn it on. And that's exactly what this unit delivers, making it the most complete option in this budget range. And that brings us to the end of today's list of the top 5 budget-friendly air conditioners under $300. All product links are in the description so you can check details easily. And if this helped you out, hit the like button and subscribe for more smart buying breakdowns. Stay cool and choose the comfort that actually lasts.